a man for all that, said the poet Robbie Burns, and like Washington he never told a lie. Whiskey's always whiskey, aye, but when the whiskey burns, you know that it has lost its way when coming through the rye. I like a drop of whiskey, well, a Scotchman's built that way, and when I stroll into a bar, you'll always hear me say, anybody here can have a black and white that's been a white man to me. Any friend of mine, for the sake of auld lang syne, can put them down and fill them up again, the pleasure's mine. Some people think Scotchmen never buy a drink, but I'll prove to you a Scotchman's not so mean. Lend me a pound and I'll pay for drinks all round, that's the spirit of a man from Aberdeen. Just find the truth out for yourself and come to Aberdeen, and you'll find that every man's the real Mackay. You'll find a hamely button Ben, a wee drap in the press. The stories of their meanness is a lie, you will confess. Of course inside a wee bit pub you'll find yenner claw, that when they've had a dram too much, I'll say to yen and oh, have a drink. That's what they'll say, just have a wee drink. Aren't those beautiful words the spirit of a man from Aberdeen? And mind you, it's putting the spirits down that keep your spirits up. Of course, mind you, the whiskey is not what it used to be. That's whiskey and whiskey, you know. Do you mind of the old days? Those were the days. Man, a man in the old days was as proud of the colour of his nose as he was of the colour of his meerschaum pipe. Man, do you know what makes me tired? Nowadays, when you go up to a young man and ask him to have a drink, he says, I'll have a pony of bitter. If you're going to have a drink, don't mess about with it. I like a good old pint of beer with a top on it. Drink half of it and then shove a good glass of whiskey in the middle. Make a sandwich of it, and then you know you've had a drink. I love to have a drink like that. And of course regarding Aberdeen, all these stories about their meanness, they're a pack of lies. The Aberdonian just tells them about his own tune to make it popular. You know that story about the three brothers in Aberdeen? You know that's a lie. Have you ever heard that yet? The three brothers, one was going abroad. He went abroad. He came back after 15 years, and he found his two other brothers with long whiskers, beards down to their knees. He says, what's the idea of the long beards? One of them says, well, you took the razor with you. You know that's a lie. And then they say an Aberdonian's so mean that when his daughter gets married, he refuses to give the bride away because he's so mean. They're all a pack of lies. You come to Aberdeen and find it for yourself. When you'll find it a grand, couthy wee place. I come from near there myself, and that's why you always hear me say, anybody here can have a black and white that's been a white man to me. Any friend of mine, for the sake of auld lang syne, can put them down and fill them up again, the pleasure's mine. Some people think Scotchmen never buy a drink, but I'll prove to you a Scotchman's not so mean. Lend me a pound and I'll pay for drinks all round. That's the spirit of a man from Aberdeen.